I would just like to call upon Ms. Sripriya now, who will be enlightening us with the mental health component of a chronic disease. Sripriya ma'am, can you please unmute yourself and start the session?
Yeah, thank you so much, Neetuji and Dr. Dr. Rath and Dr. Bhagat for enlightening me also about the nitty-gritties of this condition. This is also quite detailed and nuanced for somebody like me. I am a mental health social worker. My name is Sri Priya. I work with all sorts of vulnerable populations, children, adults, people with psychosocial disability, physical disability. And basically, my job is to help people look at themselves in the middle of all of these crises or stressful situations and kind of figure out where their mental health is lying and how they are being affected by things that are happening probably to their body, probably with their environments, and probably help them regain a sense of control, regain a sense of meaning, and a sense of identity, also a sense of control over what's happening with them. So as far as I've been able to understand using the inputs given by the doctors who spoke before me, I would just like to build upon that and take that story a little bit forward. What I understood is there is a lot of medical information that any person who is newly diagnosed with systemic sclerosis has once they get diagnosed. So looking at it from a very mental health perspective, it is a very shocking news probably for the first time when they understand that there's a diagnosis to whatever they are suffering from. So with any kind of chronic illness which is associated with loss of functioning of the body, it also comes about that there's a loss of functioning in the social roles, in what you used to do, in how you view yourself, in how you view the body's role in your family life, in your marital life, probably in your social functioning, your job, your employment. So there's a lot more to this story than just the diagnosis which is being given to you. So for you to probably seek help in a way that is empowering, for you to kind of reach out to the professionals and take help which is going to be life changing for you to probably take up exercise and yoga the way that is going to be helpful for you. In all of that, the main component is you, the self. So working with the self is what I think I should be focusing on today. And very briefly, I'll just mention what I understand by how the self is affected across all of these stages as we progress with living with a condition like scleroderma. So first of all, research says that with any chronic physical or medical condition, the risk or the predisposition for anybody to develop a mental health crisis or a mental health vulnerability is higher than if for a person who does not have a medical condition. So things like depression, anxiety are probably seen to be more prevalent in people who are having and battling a physical or a medical condition. So again, second point, I'm borrowing from the previous speakers, the role of stress and coping with stress and adjusting to a new and changed environment is very big. So how we look at stress is what research tells us is how we look at stress determines in a very big way how we handle it, how we absorb information, what we do with the information, how we make decisions with it. So in a lot of ways, if you have all of this information but you find yourself very overwhelmed, still decision making can be very, very difficult. So looking at a little bit of awareness work, building upon support, social support through organizations such as Scleroderma India, what we can do is basically open up ways in which we can start talking about how we are feeling. So the feelings attached with living with a condition like scleroderma can be denial, anger, frustration, irritation, a sense of disappointment, failure, that I'm not able to do many of the things that I want to, or maybe helplessness. Also about several relationship issues that may be cropping up because we don't know how to talk about this loss of functioning that may be happening with our lives. So all of these together constitute mental health. So mental health is not just the absence of an illness, a mental illness, but it's also about how empowered, how uh, uh, in control do you feel about your life. So this is a moment for me to basically emphasize that it is a very natural for any person to feel all of these emotions once we kind of understand and acknowledge and accept that there are certain impairments or changes or transitions that are going to be there in life because of a medical condition being there in your life. So that is mostly what I think about how it is being affected, how mental health is being affected. The second point is, just like in the medical condition, early signs and symptoms of a mental health vulnerability is also very important for us to note. So if you're feeling loss of pleasure, sadness, you don't feel like doing things that usually make you happy, if you feel fatigued and tired, apart from the fact that these are also possible symptoms of your condition, these are also symptoms of depression, these are also symptoms of anxiety. If there is shortness of breath following an immediate stressor, and there's like sudden loss or gain of weight, there's sudden loss or gain of appetite, sleeplessness. So these are also symptoms that occur with depression, which is kind of complicating the picture for both the person who's undergoing this and also the physician who's probably looking to treat this, that what is this really coming from. So it is also important for us to understand that once we have been diagnosed with scleroderma, then it is doubly important for us to kind of manage and adjust to this situation emotionally as well. Therefore, it is doubly important for a person to acknowledge that a mental health help, a professional help is very, very helpful in this stage of getting diagnosed. Because you may feel that, okay, there's a lot of things I need to do. I need to visit a doctor. I need to get this test done. That's definitely important. But it's also important for you to have support in moving from these stages to the next. If you feel that you're stuck somewhere and you're not able to handle all of this information, you're not able to explain what's going on with you because you're overwhelmed or because you're anxious or because you're feeling very, very low, then that's a good time to seek mental health professional help. I would also like to thank Neetuji to invite me into this space where there's a lot of medical information going on. And I would probably like to take in a lot more questions in terms of what's the lived experience of people who are attending here, so that my inputs can be more relevant to them. There can be several areas, so I'm willing to talk about relationships, communication, body image, how caregivers and relatives, family members can be affected by this, and also about how to manage some of these feelings and what can we do to kind of uh, keep stress at bay so that we can focus on getting better. So that's it from my side. Neetuji, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Shri Priya ma'am. It was a wonderful, enlightening session for all of us, I guess. There's just one point which I forgot to mention earlier. Shri Priya ma'am and her organization, that is Austin, they have collaborated with Scleroderma India, and they'll be working with us on a pro bono basis for all the scleroderma patients who face any issues and they think that they should be talking to a counselor. So Shri Priya ma'am and her Austin group has given us a support in this. So they are a part of Scleroderma India now. And Dr. Rath actually is a mentor of Scleroderma India. He has been with us, in fact, with me and Kavita Chadda since day one, and he has been a great motivator for all of us. So
I think just say something very important. I think when it comes to chronic autoimmune disease, that it's very difficult to absorb. But I think the only thing that I have seen in all my patients is that staying positive is the only thing that really, really helps. It makes a lot of difference. And now the concept is gone that when people think that I'm diseased, so there's something called staying healthy while being diseased. And this concept of staying healthy while being diseased is staying mentally healthy, as Shri Priya said. So mental health is the ultimate. Believe me, if mentally one is strong enough and confident and positive, things will come down to a minimum. The disease will not be that bad. We have seen this in many people. A positive attitude definitely leads to a lot of benefits.
Right, sir. Coming from the experts, you truly understand. And we, in fact, most of us who have joined the session today, most of us have personally realized this thing, that when stress was out of our life, our recovery for things was much better. And the same thing, we have been incorporating in our mentoring sessions. Whenever a new person joins Scleroderma India, in the initial mentoring session, that is the thing we tell them. So the main thing which we tell them is there are 4 pillars on which the good health is based upon. One is your medicines, another one is your good food, then is your exercises, which Dr. Manish anyways explained, and 4th is your good mental health. So that has been our experience also, sir. So
A lot of my patients, when they say, sir, itna stress hai, and it's very difficult. Today's life is stressful. So that's true. Life is stressful. We have to face the stress, but not absorb it inside. That's what I remember when I was a student. I used to be very stressed out. And one of my teachers, she said, and she used to have this pet line. She would say, Prasandeep, and she would call me like that. She said, tension lene ka nahi, tension dene ka. So that used to be a very nice lines. Don't take stress, give stress to others. Don't take stress yourself. And that probably was a very simple line from her. Is sometimes that's important to just rebound it off you and not just absorb it inside.
I think the best advice of today was that, sir. So we'll take it as our mantra from today onwards.